What is up, guys? This is t-dyno bringing you a brand new figure review today. With us we have Mai Sakurajima from Seishun wa Buto wa Yume wa Mirai. It's a very long title, I can't remember it, but the English title is like Bunny Senpai Rascal, Rascal Bunny Senpai with a Dream, something along those lines. You guys know what I'm talking about. It's one of those animes with a supernatural theme to it. It's very much like Baken Monogatari. If you've seen the Baken Monogatari series, the series is very much like that series. You know, teenagers dealing with supernatural themes and finding out a way of how to solve their particular problems and their particular cases. This one in particular is about puberty syndrome, so it's a very interesting watch. I advise you guys to watch it if you haven't seen it. At first you'd think it's an ecchi anime, but it's not really an ecchi anime. It's, like I said, a series dealing with teenagers and their problems, aka the puberty syndrome issue. So, with us we have best girl, Mai Sakurajima. If you don't know, she is the bunny girl that the title is referring to. And in this particular figure, she is a 1/8 scale pre-painted figure by the gods of Kotobukiya. This is very, very similar to the Hitagi Senjiko Hada figure from Baken Monogatari. I do have a figure review of her on this channel. I reviewed her like years ago, and this reminds me so much of that particular figure because that figure was very, very complex, kind of, in a way. It had like multiple layers to it, but comparing this particular figure to that figure, this one's a little bit more simple, a little bit more, yeah, just a little bit more. It's a more simpler design than what Hitagi has. So we're gonna start with the front of the small box. It's a very small box, and it's small because this particular figure is small. It has her on a chair and she's just making a random pose, and she has bunny ears, by the way, so you can see the bunny ears in the corner right there. So here's the front of the box, very simple. And then here's the title, the long ass title. And let's move to this side. Not much has changed. Preview, Mai Sakurajima. The colors is very simple. It's just white and blue. Looks like their hometown. Maybe it might be their hometown. Here's the back side of the box, and that's the entire preview, or the entire figure of Mai. And she's not wearing any shoes. It's great, awesome. For those who have stalking and, you know, feet fetish, this is for you. Here's the final side. Very simple colors, blue. It's like you can see a town in the background, and this looks like an island sort of thing. So it's very very similar to that. And then here's the top. The top's pretty cute. You can see there's like a symbol with a bunny right here. Very cute. Alright, so that's the entire box. Like I said, very small, very simple, very yeah, very small and simple, like, and very similar to like I said, the Hitagi figure from a while ago. So, you know, I'm gonna open her up and then I'm gonna set her up. I don't think she has much setting up to do. Maybe just like adding the bunny ears into her hand, I think, or her hands, I mean. So just give me a second, let me set her up, and I'll show you guys what she looks like outside the box. Alright, so here's my outside of her box. She looks pretty great. You know, it's very faithful to the manga or anime of this particular character. I'm not really sure if it's a manga, I can't remember. I think it's an original anime, question mark? No, it's probably a manga. Anyways, very faithful to my character itself. Very simplistic, like I said. This figure didn't really come with much accessories besides the hairband or the bunny ear parts that you see that she's holding between her two hands. So other than that, very simplistic figure by Kotobukiya. I'm pretty happy with it. It's, like I said, it reminds me a lot of Hitagi Senjiko Hada from Baken Monogatari. I did a figure review of that years ago. So if you look at that figure and this particular figure, this one's very simplistic compared to the other one. $9 parts. and you know, you don't really have to set it up that much. However, there was a nitpick that I have to tell you guys in a bit after I show you what Mai looks like overall. So let's begin. Here is the front side of Mai. Let me get a good focus. As you can see, she looks devious, of course. If you ordered Mai from the Kotobukiya website, you would have gotten an extra faceplate, but I did not order Mai from Kotobukiya, so I have the default faceplate, which is this one right here. This is the default one. So I don't have the second one. The second one is her looking more shy and like more, yeah, just more shy, I guess. Shy, blushing, and she looks cute. This is just her, you know, smirking or smiling, you know, being her usual self. So this is the default face that you get once if you buy Mai from a different place that's not the Kotobukiya website or the booth itself. So this is the default standard figure. She's dressed in her school uniform, which is standard, nothing very unusual. She's not in her bunny suit. Fun fact, I did order the bunny suit, and that's going to be a 1/4 figure, so that's going to be very fun when she gets here. Her skirt's black or bluish, and if you let me move her to the side a little bit, you can see her feet, black stockings, no shoes. So very provocative, very teaseful. This Mai Sakurajima, very true to her character. She likes to tease the MC a lot, so I'm liking it so far. I'm digging it. Desk, very normal standard desk. It's on like some random base. It's blue. I mean, it could stand for the sky or for the water, or whatever they're trying to depict here, or whatever they're trying to compare this particular pose to or particular figure to. So this is entire front side. Looks great. I like the effect they did the tie. It looks like it's floating in the air. So very good effect. Now let's head to this particular angle. Now in this particular angle, you can see her hairpin, which is a pink bunny, or yeah, a hairpin, and she has like some other hair clips that are on the side of her hair. Very faithful to the character. She does wear a bunch of hair clips in her hair. So good attention to detail by Kotobukiya. Moving along, you can see the curves of her chest. Of course, she is kind of you know, she's the oppai girl. She has a good chest area. So moving down, not much, and then that's about it for this side. I like the buttons on the suit. Look at this. Attention to detail, guys. Attention to detail. Now into the back. Now in the past, I've always stressed about the hair, and the hair here is it's not bad. You know, not bad, not great, not terrible. Standard hair. Very simple, simplistic. I mean, she has long hair. She doesn't really change her hairstyle throughout the entire series. So it's very faithful to the character adaptation. Alright, now let's head to this side. The final side of Miss Mai. Okay. Here we are. You get to see her legs a little bit more. You can't really see her panties or whatever she's wearing underneath because it's very dark and she's sitting on the table. So, you know, for those of you who are looking for the panty shot, there is no money shot in this video. At least I hope not. Alright, and that's about it. That's it. Let me fix her up for you guys and then give you guys the final thoughts about this particular figure. Oh, and my nitpick. So, let me talk about this nitpick real quick. Normally, I don't complain much about very simplistic figures, but the hairband or the bunny band for this particular figure was kind of difficult to put in. There's like no holes or no particular notches that you can latch onto. You just have to follow the instructions, and the instructions were, I mean, I wouldn't say they're vague, but they're not very useful either. Particularly on this right side right here, I try to mimic the picture as much as I can. I mean, the picture on the box and the official pictures on the website, and for like a good 20 minutes I couldn't get it in. Like, it just wouldn't stick between her fingers on the right side of this particular figure. It was just so frustrating to try to get this damn thing perfect. Of course, you know, I mean, I'm content with this so far, but you know, part of me is as a perfectionist when I'm displaying figures, and like I really want it to be the same as the stock photos, but you know, it was really hard to try to mimic the stock photo with this particular bunny ear. So I messed up her fingers a little bit, meaning like there's some scratches on her fingers and whatnot, but it's erasable. I hope it's cleanable, but it's just you know, it really kind of took away the enjoyment of the figure when I was trying to assemble it. So just a heads up, you know, when you're trying to assemble this particular figure, be careful of the bunny ears part, because it was a pain in the ass. I was about to curse, but yeah, it's a pain in the ass, and wasn't very helpful. The instructions weren't very helpful in my particular opinion. In the end, I kind of just had to bite the bullet and just settle with this particular setup. So, you know, just a heads up if you do buy this figure. I mean, it's a great figure, by the way. It's a great figure by Kotobukiya. I just wish they had a different design to, you know, put the bunny ears on her or have her hold it differently without me trying to squeeze the hairband into her fingers. It was just very tough on my end. So it might just be me, but you know, when you're doing it, be careful. So that was my only nitpick about this figure. Everything else is great. She looks great. She looks pretty. She looks exactly like how she does in anime. So I don't really have much else to nitpick besides that. And yeah, that's about it for this figure. And like I said, she's very similar to or she gives off the vibes of Hitagi Senju Hola, like the figure from, like I did that figure review a couple years ago. Very similar to that figure concept. So you know, I'm a happy boy. You know, like I said in the beginning of this video, the series is exactly a lot like Baken Monogatari. You know, teenagers dealing with supernatural themes and supernatural cases, and they're trying to solve it on a day-by-day basis. So if you haven't watched it, I advise to watch it. It's a very good show, and the movie's coming out soon. So yeah, I'm very excited for the movie. So that's it for this figure review. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope it was informative. And yeah, let me know what you think down below. Comment on it, like the video, and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching, guys. This is t-dyno. Sayonara.